We've never seen the true power of Ichigo's Zanpakuto. Ichigo's a hybrid being similar to Reio, and Reio had the ability to essentially alter reality through the use of the Almighty. Now, Ichigo doesn't have the Almighty, but if we take the statement made by Ywach literally, where he states that Ichigo's power is similar to his own, and that Ichigo has the ability to alter fate in a single instance, this would imply that Ichigo's true Bankai has the ability to change fate. While this is only a theory for now, it's not uncommon for abilities such as this to exist within the world of Bleach. It really is similar to the Almighty, or even Tsukishima's ability, Book of the End. Both of these overly haxed powers has the ability to alter reality, but at different points in time. The theory states that Ichigo's true power is the ability to alter reality in the present. This could be the reason Ywach was forced to destroy Ichigo's Bankai at the moment of its activation, and there's significant evidence to back this theory up. Aizen stated that Hoyoku manifests the will of its master, and it was even influenced by the will of the people surrounding it while it was inside of Rukia. This is the reason why Chad and Orihime were able to manifest Fullbrings, because it was their will to get stronger and to protect their friends. Aizen's will was to become transcendent, like the Soul King himself, and therefore he kept evolving into a higher being. The Hoyoku has a piece of Reio inside of it. It essentially acts as a small piece of the Soul King with the ability to alter reality. There is a strong parallel between Aizen and Ichigo's evolution. Ichigo sees a Soul Reaper fighting a Hollow, and as soon as she goes down, it's his will to obtain enough power in order to fight against it, which is why he was able to become a substitute Shinigami. Remember, Ginjo is the only other substitute Shinigami that ever existed, and he was only able to obtain that power through the use of his Fullbring, the Cross of Scaffold, which has the ability to absorb anyone's power. Ichigo was able to become a substitute Shinigami because it was what he wanted the most in the moment. His will manifested itself and influenced reality. Renji had stated that Ichigo's Zanpakuto was strange, which is probably because it wasn't in a Sotasuchi form, but also wasn't a released Shikai either. But with the help of Urahara Kisuke, Ichigo was able to manifest something closer to an actual Zanpakuto. He manifests a blade with a soul capable of communication with its user. This isn't how Zanpakuto are created, and yet Ichigo pulled Zangetsu out of thin air. No Asuchi required. This is what he wanted most in the moment, and so it manifested itself. You starting to see a pattern here? Ichigo Shikai carried him a long way throughout the Soul Society invasion. He was even able to stalemate a heavily restricted Kenpachi Zaraki with it. Byakuya Kuchiki stopped him in his tracks though. His Shikai didn't stand a chance against Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. But luckily for him, Yoruichi had already introduced the concept of a Bankai to Ichigo. She made it clear that Ichigo couldn't beat a Bankai without the power of a Bankai, and so during his little training session using Kisuke's Bankai training method, he manifested a Bankai. Side note, as far as we know, Kisuke is the only one this method actually worked for, because Renji didn't technically achieve true Bankai here either. And yet, Ichigo was able to manifest a new blade that temporarily surpassed the speed of another Bankai like Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. It's what he wanted the most in that moment, and so it manifested itself. After White took control of his body during the fight, Ichigo became afraid of his inner hollow, not knowing that it's really his true Zanpakuto. Accepts the assistance of Shinji and the Vizards. While the Vizard souls are hollowified, including their Zanpakuto were not hollows. Ichigo and the Vizard are not the same, and yet he was still able to put on a hollow mask just as they were able to do so, which inadvertently gives him more access to his true Zanpakuto's power. During this training in the Dangai, we see both the Quincy and Hollow spirits of Zangetsu fused together. I believe this is the true form of Tensei Zangetsu. It's a Hollow spirit fused with the son of the Soul King. The theory is that this Quincy Zangetsu could potentially be serving a similar role as the Hoyoku. It's also comparable to the power of the Miracle and the Visionary. Brute force is the nature of Hollow Zangetsu, but changing fate is the ability of Quincy Zangetsu. Ichime stated that even Ichigo couldn't defeat Ywach, and yet the stars seemed to align perfectly for Ichigo when the future had already been decided. Everything from the Still Silver arrow to the fact that Tsukishima and Orihime being in the right place at the right time, and also the fact that they were even able to fix the broken Tensei Zangetsu at all, was the very fate created by Ichigo himself. Meaning, Ichigo's ability to alter fate is what actually defeated the Almighty. And this is the real reason Ywach tried to eliminate Ichigo's Bankai in an attempt to negate this ability. That's the end of the theory, and remember, it's just a theory, so don't flame me the f*** up in the comment sections, okay? Peace.